Hey, what's good guys, this is Aryaman here, back with another video. So just 25 days left guys. We are just 25 days away from the brand new iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus or the Pro model. Now, what do we know about them? Well, let's have a look.
Nice to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, where are you from?
So 25 days. Well, there's not the exact number of the days left for the release of the iPhone 7, but this is like the approx value of the number of days left for the iPhone 7 to release. But whatsoever, approximately after 25 days, the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 7 Plus or the iPhone 7 Pro will be in our pockets. So the first rumor says that there's gonna be a new color. Now this new color will either get added up to the usual lineup or it's going to replace the space gray. Now that's definitely not a good news because everybody loves space gray, right? I love space gray. So we don't know, it might just add on to the lineup or it might replace it. But let's talk about that new color. So that color is actually space black. You remember that iPod which came with the space black color is the same thing. Just imagine an iPhone 7 or the iPhone 7 Plus or Pro with that black aluminum shell. I mean the black display with the black aluminum shell with the space black color. I mean it's gonna look sick. Just imagine that. But I would rather prefer to add it up to the usual lineup instead of space gray, instead of replacing space gray, because I love it. And yeah, but it's gonna be sick. So in addition to that, there are the SIM card trays and the silencer button of the iPhone 7 in the same color, the space black. Now let's talk about the second rumor. Well, the second rumor actually says that the iPhone 7 is not gonna have any home button. Let me explain. So the iPhone 7 will have a home button, but there won't be something that you would physically press, unlike the other models of the iPhones. So basically there won't be, the home button will be flush with 3D touch technology along with Touch ID technology with normal touch sensing technology, and also so basically this will give more functionality. So instead of pressing the home button physically, you will force touch on it, which will in turn give you a haptic feedback. So this should feel a lot like the old button, but it's just flush. That's the only difference. Now the third rumor says that there won't be any antenna bands on the iPhone 7. Well, let me explain. They are gonna be sort of there, but they will curve out. So basically I have an iPhone 6 here, so these things won't exist. So the antenna bands go something like this, and then they curve on the camera, and then they go like that, and then they curve down again and then go there. So these things won't exist. Same for the bottom part, it's gonna curve like that and go here. So these lines won't exist. So it's gonna be a much more cleaner design. Now the fourth rumor says that the iPhone 7, not the Plus model, I'm talking about the 7 model, is gonna have a bigger camera. So what this will allow is, actually they won't add more pixels in it. Instead it will be the same number of pixels, but they will be bigger in size, allowing more light to enter the pixels, which should result in better apertures, which will result in better low light conditions. So now this rumor also says that the iPhone 7 Plus or the Pro model is gonna have a dual lens setup in it. So basically, so there are different kinds of dual setups out there. So the first one is one camera is gonna be a normal smartphone camera, and the other one is gonna be a wide angle camera. Now the second type is there are two identical cameras. So this thing hasn't been confirmed for the iPhone 7 that which kind of setup it's gonna have, but I mostly think it's gonna be two identical cameras with tiny bit of difference. So what this will allow the phone to do is it will take two pictures, combine them into one, which should give us a sharper image. This will also allow us to get better low light conditions. Now the dual lens setup is not only going to help with that, but also it will improve the zooming quality. Now generally with normal cameras, when you zoom in, the image quality gets very grainy and basically it gets bad. However, in this dual lens setup, the image quality will remain the same as usual, even if you zoom too far. So it's gonna be a good quality with the zoom in. Now the fifth rumor. It's the biggest rumors of all rumors. iPhone 7 is not gonna have any headphone jack. Yeah, iPhone 7 is not gonna have any headphone jack. So basically, this will not only this will give iPhone 7 more space, and it's rumored to have that since it's not having the headphone jack, they're gonna put dual stereo speakers. So that's gonna be awesome. So how do you solve that headphone jack thing problem? One solution is that you make DIY headphones by removing that headphone connector and replacing it with a lightning connector. How do you do it? I don't know, but people have done it, so I'm saying. Also, there are some super expensive headphones. I remember from Philips, they made these super expensive headphones which are lightning based. Also, one of the rumors say that Apple is actually making lightning based earpods. In fact, Bluetooth will obviously work. Bluetooth headphones will obviously work, and it's also rumored that Apple is gonna make something called AirPods, which are Bluetooth based earpods, you can say. But the most ideal thing that I think is gonna happen is that they're gonna sell an adapter. So basically what's gonna happen, they're gonna sell an adapter, making your normal sounding headphones compatible with the iPhone 7. So I think getting an adapter is the most ideal thing. It's completely perfect. Now the sixth rumor says that the iPhone 7 might have wireless charging. Well, I don't think it's going to be possible, because if you would notice, whichever devices actually support wireless charging either have glass backs or plastic backs. If you remember, Galaxy S6 actually had wireless charging, but it has a glass back. Whereas if you would notice, the latest generations of iPhones actually have aluminum backs. So I don't think induction would work, because most of the wireless charging pads actually use induction method of charging your phones. However, I think conduction would rather work with iPhones, because it has an aluminum back, metal conduction, it should work. But so another rumor says that you can actually charge your iPhones wirelessly. Also, you can lift it up from that pad thing. You can lift it up, use it from a distance, and it will still charge your phone. You are charging wirelessly from a pad at a distance. That's a dope idea, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. Maybe wait for the iPhone 8, maybe it will have it, who knows. Now the seventh rumor says that the iPhone 7 is actually gonna have a smart connector. So this actually comes from the iPad Pro. So yeah, this might give us new accessories. They might access the phone in a new way, and yeah, we might get new ideas for it, who knows. Alright guys, so these were some of the rumors of the iPhone 7 that were floating around. So make sure to go iPhone 7 on that like button and the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.